have you ever wondered which countries top the list for being the dirtiest in the world? In this video, we are diving deep into the grim reality of places where pollution, waste, and environmental neglect are at alarming levels. Some of these nations might surprise you, with their hidden challenges overshadowing their natural beauty. Join us as we reveal the most polluted and unclean corners of our planet, exploring what led to these conditions and how they affect the people living there. The country on the fifth place might shock you. In recent years, Indonesia has earned its place of being one of the world's most polluted countries, with PM2.5 drifting over 37 micrograms per cubic meter. Major cities in Indonesia, such as Jakarta, face severe air pollution due to vehicle emissions, industrial activities, and the widespread burning of forests and peatlands for agriculture. This has resulted in poor air quality, affecting millions of residents. Approximately 232,000 people die due to air pollution each year. 6,300 deaths from water pollution and more than 16,200 people due to workplace pollutants. But air pollution is just one part of the story. Indonesia has one of the highest rates of deforestation in the world, driven by palm oil plantations, illegal logging, and slash-and-burn agriculture. This not only destroys natural habitats but also contributes to soil erosion, water pollution, and loss of biodiversity. Indonesia has numerous coal-fired power plants, including over 10 major ones. These plants significantly contribute to air pollution, releasing harmful pollutants like sulfur dioxide and particulate matter. The reliance on coal also exacerbates greenhouse gas emissions, contributing to climate change and adversely affecting public health and the environment. What do you think about Indonesia's environmental crisis? Share your thoughts below. We would love to hear them. Qatar is a small, wealthy country located on the northeastern coast of the Arabian Peninsula. With a population of around 2.9 million people, Qatar is one of the richest nations in the world per capita. It also ranks as one of the most polluted countries, with PM2.5 index stands at an alarming rate 37.6. Kuwait is facing serious challenges when it comes to clear water for both its residents and its industries. Qatar's rapid economic growth has been driven primarily by its energy sector. The country holds the third largest natural gas reserves in the world and is a leading exporter of liquefied natural gas, LNG. This has brought immense wealth, leading to significant infrastructure development, including the construction of skyscrapers, shopping malls, and sports facilities, especially in preparation for global events like the FIFA World Cup 2022. Kuwait is taking significant measures recently by implementing solar power plants which can provide up to 10% of Qatar's clean energy needs, with more green spaces and parks, making it clear that they are on a more sustainable future. Is the world's most populous country, with over 1.4 billion people. It has undergone rapid economic growth over the past few decades, transforming from a largely agrarian society into an industrial and technological powerhouse. However, this growth has come at a significant environmental cost, making China one of the most polluted countries in the world. With PM2.5, which has risen to 32.5 micrograms per cubic meter, a rapid increase from previous years, which is 6 times higher than the level recommended by the UNTID nations. Such air quality in many cities now exposes children to pollution levels which is equivalent to smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. China is the largest emitter of greenhouse gases, GHGs, in the world. It accounts for nearly 30% of global carbon dioxide (CO) emissions, primarily due to its heavy reliance on coal for energy, rapid industrialization, and large-scale manufacturing activities. China's massive population and growing economy contribute to its high energy consumption, making it a major contributor to global GHG emissions. However, China is also a leader in renewable energy investment, with significant efforts to reduce its carbon footprint, including expanding solar and wind energy, improving energy efficiency, and setting targets for carbon neutrality by 2060. Despite these efforts, its current level of emissions remains the highest globally. India, the world's second most populous country with over 1.4 billion people, is a land of immense diversity and contrasts. As per 20-23, the level of PM2.5 was measured at 54.4 micrograms per cubic meter, which is 11 times higher than what the World Health Organization considers as safe. Imagine breathing this air is not just uncomfortable but it's deadly. Intact air pollution is one of the major issues leading to deaths in India, taking about 2 million lives every year. One of the contributors is the use of biomass fuels like wood and agriculture waste for cooking and heating. Every year, India burns around 148.5 million tons of biomass for household energy. The situation can even get worse since India is planning to increase their coal-fired power production by 50% between 2018 and 2030. If they go ahead with this plan, it can lead to 844,000 premature deaths. It's not only industry and household energy to blame. Another factor is traffic congestion, which plays a huge role. Through traffic at speed between 20 and 40 kilometers per hour, they make twice as pollution. In many parts of India, the average speed on the roads doesn't even reach to 0 km per hour. What do you think? How would you feel about living in a place with such dangerous air quality? Let me know in the comments below. A land of ancient wonders and rich cultural heritage is one of the world's most captivating travel destinations. The air pollution in Egypt is PM2.5, raising up to an alarming 42.4 every year. Up to 2 million Egyptians faces respiratory diseases due to air pollution. In 2019, air pollution was responsible for premature deaths around 9,559 Egyptians. According to the World Bank, 1.5 billion spent on healthcare costs related to air pollution in just 1 year from 2016 to 2017. Government is taking huge measures like regulating industrial emissions and promoting use of clean fuel vehicles. But here is the catch, as Egypt lacks in management of green spaces as they are necessary for filtering air and combating climate change. Egypt is cutting down on huge numbers of trees due to government's infrastructure projects, road expansion and canal constructions. UAE is often perceived as a modern, wealthy nation with impressive infrastructure and iconic skyscrapers. However, like many rapidly developing countries, it faces significant environmental challenges. The air quality of UAE is PM2.5 levels taking off to 43 micrograms per cubic meter, causing 1,900 deaths every year. So that the major contributor of air pollution for UAE is its dependence on fossil fuels. The country relies heavily on oil and natural gas for energy production and transportation, leading to high levels of emissions. Key contributors to air pollution include power plants in the UAE burn fossil fuels, releasing pollutants like sulfur dioxide, SO, nitrogen oxides, NOx, and particulate matter, PM2.5, into the atmosphere. The UAE's reliance on gasoline and diesel vehicles contributes to elevated levels of vehicle emissions, including carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides. Industrial processes, particularly those related to the extraction and refining of fossil fuels, also contribute to air pollution. Efforts are being made to diversify energy sources and invest in renewable energy to address these issues, but fossil fuels still play a major role in the country's energy and transportation sectors. The air pollution is PM2.5, nearly 80 micrograms per cubic meters, which is 15 times much higher than the World Health Organization. Bangladesh, particularly its capital Dhaka, consistently ranks among the cities with the worst air quality globally. Emissions from vehicles, brick kilns, industrial activities, and the widespread use of biomass for cooking contribute to dangerously high levels. Rivers in Bangladesh, including the Buriganga River, are heavily polluted with industrial waste, sewage, and chemicals from tanneries. This pollution affects drinking water sources and the health of millions. Rapid urbanization has overwhelmed waste management systems, leading to widespread illegal dumping of solid waste in open areas, rivers, and streets. This contributes to unsanitary conditions and environmental degradation. Extensive deforestation for agriculture and fuel, along with poor land management practices, have led to soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, and reduced air and water quality. Kathmandu, the capital of Nepal, frequently experiences extremely poor air quality, especially during the dry season. But what's the cause for this transformation? Vehicle emissions, dust from unpaved roads, construction activities, and the burning of biomass and waste, with PM2.5 levels soaring above 42 micrograms per cubic meter. In 2022, Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan, was ranked as the second most polluted country in the world. By 2023, the situation got even worse, with the PM2.5 reach over 33 micrograms per cubic meter. Hence, the United Nations Environment Programme called on Kyrgyzstan to transition from coal to cleaner alternatives. Even after such warning, nothing has changed. Even today, many residents rely on coal fire stoves for heating. Air pollution in Burkina Faso is driven by several factors, primarily due to its developing status and reliance on traditional practices. A large portion of the population relies on wood, charcoal, and other biomass for cooking and heating. The burning of these fuels releases significant amounts of particulate matter, PM2.5, carbon monoxide, and other pollutants into the air. Burkina Faso is situated in the Sahel region, which is prone to frequent dust storms, especially during the dry Harmattan season. These storms contribute to high levels of airborne dust and particulate matter. The use of old, poorly maintained vehicles, combined with a lack of stringent emission standards, leads to high levels of pollution from exhaust gases, including nitrogen oxides and carbon monoxide. Slash-and-burn agriculture and the burning of crop residues are common practices, releasing pollutants into the atmosphere and contributing to air quality degradation. Though industrialization is relatively low, emissions from small-scale industries and artisanal activities, such as brickmaking and mining, contribute to localized air pollution. Rapid urbanization, particularly in cities like Ouagadougou, has led to increased construction activities, traffic congestion, and waste generation, all of which contribute to worsening air quality.